Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Let's talk about the other trade that happened today. De'Aaron Fox going to the San Antonio Spurs, Zach LaVine going to the Sacramento Kings. It seems now, guys will sign that first extension, get that guaranteed money, and then after that, they're on the hunt. You see D Fox, he's on his way to San Antonio. He wants to play with Wemby. Nice squad there. You see Zach LaVine. There's been reports that Zach LaVine has wanted to get out of Chicago for an extended period of time. He's reunited with DeMar DeRozan in Sacramento. You have to like Sacramento with Malik Monk, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis. They got a nice squad. Keegan Murray. They got a nice squad.
What I like about Sacramento is De'Aaron Fox obviously displayed his willingness to be traded. He let his feelings be known, and they made a trade, but they didn't surrender the season. They went and got a guy that can help them immediately, and a 25-point scorer in Zach LaVine that's proven, that's comfortable playing alongside of DeMar DeRozan. So they have perimeter play, great versatility, great youth, incredible fan base. Then you have Sabonis and Keegan Murray. They have talent that still should put them in the mix, playoff time in the Western Conference, and still an exciting future moving forward, whether Zach LaVine opts in or opts out at the end of the year. De'Aaron Fox goes to a situation where he's playing with a generational talent in Wemby and fits his skill set where he can be creative on the perimeter, play and pick and roll with him, at times be aggressive as a scorer, at times be aggressive as a facilitator. It's an ideal situation. One thing you touched on that I still try to figure out as I spend time by myself today. These dudes are turning down $300 million. Like, give me my money. Give me my money, and we'll figure everything else out. Yeah. $300 million. I don't care how much you made. This is real money.
Yes.
Go get your money and then find the right situation. Don't leave money on the table. I played with a guy that gave back $500,000 in order to be a free agent at the end of the year. Never recouped it. And that was back in 1989, 1990. Never got back that $500,000. You can't make it back. We talking about now $200-300 million? Are you kidding me? Get your paper, young fellas. I don't want to underestimate this because fortunately I don't know a lot about this, and Shannon, you don't know a lot about this, but my guy Chad Ochocinco knows enough about it. That's losing. It can be frustrating at times. At times, I watch.
That's what I'm talking about, Jack.
I watched him, and I seen the frustration. I seen it running routes and playing for. It was tough at times, and I was thrilled and happy when you got a chance to win and be on the right situation. You deserved it. So it can be frustrating and wanting to exit at times, but get your money. One thing about my guy Ocho, he gets it. He got his money, and he keeps his money. I'm watching you.
Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network. So I have to take a break from all the jokes here for just a second and put my serious voice on, because I would never, ever joke about a 5G network that has invested billions in building 5G towers across the country. Not even once. Not even if Mr. Boost Mobile himself asked me to. There's nothing funny about it. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network and also provide coverage across 99% of America. Seriously, visit boostmobile.com or your nearest Boost Mobile store location to learn more. Boost Mobile network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. 5G speed, not available in all areas. Jack, let me ask you this. We see these things about Zion, and Zion has had, and they even worded his contract that he has to be a certain weight. He has to have his body percentage down. And we've never seen it. Look, he reminds you of a more explosive Charles Barkley. And Barkley, like, he had Malone, he had those other guys, and he said, Moses Malone, rest his soul, say, Charles, you fat and you lazy. You got two things. You young, you fat, and you lazy. You got two things working against you. And Barkley says, you know what? He got 10 pounds off in like 2 weeks. And then he got another 10 pounds off in a month. And before you know it, Charles was turning himself into an MVP, one of the better power forwards to ever play the game. We see this with Joel Embiid. When you get a guy Embiid's size, and people don't realize this, the bigger you are, the bigger that frame is, the more weight it can hold, Jack. You 7'2". Oh, you could easily be 400, maybe even 5. And when you get hurt during the season, now you can't condition. And so guess what? You're still eating, but you're not practicing. You're not playing. And so guess what? You might be 295, 300. Next thing you know, you're 310, you're 320, you're 330, you're 340, you're 350. Now you go back out there, you 350, and you try to run up and down that court, and you jump up, your knees go out, your feet, your ankles, your hips. What do you say to that, Jack?
Part of it, I blame the organizations that allowed them to be this way coming in. So I'm trying to be your friend and your boy and all lovey-dovey when you come in, instead of saying, okay, these are the problems that we foresee. This is what we have to do to put you in a position to succeed from day one. I don't care what your bone structure is, what your body fat's. I know what it should be. They co-signed a lot of that stuff initially with Zion Williamson, saying he was heavy boned and he can only get down to a certain amount of weight. No, he's an incredible young man. He's an incredible talent, and you look at his body now, it's different than when he came in. So he certainly has a desire to get better. I think the biggest thing for him, you compared him to Charles Barkley, and the bodies were similar. But Charles Barkley from day one had a jumper. He was shooting threes back in 87, 88, 89. So he was a skilled, overweight performer on the basketball floor who had range. Zion Williamson, if you're playing against him, you can dare him to shoot the jumper. Now, can he hit it? Yeah, once in a while. And I'm saying this respectfully because he's a great player. But he has a flaw that can be exposed on the defensive side of the floor if you're going against him, especially in a playoff series. So he's got to spend time to enhance and perfect that side of the floor and his range, because if he puts his head down, he gets anywhere he wants. So now if you add a decent jumper to that, he's a nightmare for anybody to defend. We're talking about elite players that have opportunity to make their imprint on this game. And it should hurt them when they don't, because they're not in the best shape they could possibly be in.
I still will never understand. Rudy Gobert got traded for 4 first-round picks. Luka Doncic got traded for Anthony Davis and 1 first-round pick. I don't know who did. Hey, Nico Collins must know something we don't, but Nico I'm sure Nico Harris, excuse me. Rob Pelinka says, thank you.
Just imagine if you were sitting at home and got a call. You're interested in Luka? Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you don't even have to work. You can win Executive of the Year just because you picked up the phone.
Right.
Hey, what statue out front you want for Luka? I'm telling you, whatever you need. Hey, Jack, whatever you need. What you need? Who you look?
We talking about a guy that's after
25.
LeBron. Yeah, after LeBron, he's gonna still be playing. I don't care how much time you give LeBron. Luka Doncic will still be your franchise player when LeBron exits the building.
And that's what you need if you're Lakers. You got to have franchise players. They started with Kareem, Shaq, LeBron, and now they got Luka. So they just continue this string of getting elite, multi-talented, great players to keep this thing for the Lakers going. Jack, we got to get you out here on that one. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your insight and talking about this trade and the other trades. De'Aaron Fox going to the Spurs, Zach LaVine going to Sacramento Kings. We'll see you down the road. I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for having me, legends.
No problem.
All right, Coachy.